Central, were the bullets recovered from the bodies of Vardis and Lily Hammond so DNA coded?
Yes, Judge Magruder. It could not be otherwise.
And what was the result of the computer check of the DNA coding on those bullets?
The DNA is a perfect match for Judge Joseph Dredd.
It's a lie! The evidence has been falsified! It's impossible! I never broke the law! I am the law!
We have no case!
You gotta believe me! You have to believe me. Say it.
Okay guys, just going to show you my latest little figure pickup. It's a figure of Judge Dredd, obviously, from a company called Xation Collectibles. They've made other figures like, I think they're most well known for their Batman Forever, Joker, Riddler figures rather, and Two-Face. And yeah, so they've made this, and I'm not sure if it's a cast from a customizer called Scarletta on the forums made a figure very similar to this, and yeah, they might have sort of like swiped the parts and all that and produced it, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Yeah, so anyway, this is their go at it, and you know, it's a kind of like a cheap and cheerful figure. You know, don't expect Hot Toys quality, guys, because it's not Hot Toys prices either. This only cost me I think in the region of about £60, £65, which is really cheap in the 1/6 market. You know, I mean, you're lucky to get a decent 1/6 scale body for that sort of money, so that you can get a whole figure that's you know, reasonably well done. Is you know, really nice. You know, so yeah, there's just a look at his accessories. One and only accessory, the Lawgiver, which is nicely made, nicely designed and all that, you know, pretty basic and all that, but you know, nice enough. Just 2 extra hands, a trigger hand for the gun and then the relaxed hand, and you get 2 fists. Just look at the body, the holster there. Yeah, obviously the shoulder pads, quite iconic. Got the back there, the boots. Got him in that kind of pose, and yeah, you know, it's a reasonably well done figure. You know, the clothing is nicely tailored. The chain, I would have liked maybe a thicker chain, but that's not a real any biggie. You know, you could get some you know, cheap little necklace or something with like thicker links, and attach that on. Let's just look at the sculpt of what you can see of it. There is actually a head sculpt underneath, but you wouldn't want to display it really, because all that is like a head, like with no ears and all that, no hair, and the helmet is all metal, incidentally, so that's a nice little touch. You know, quite pliable metal and all that, like thin metal and all that, but that is metal. The shoulder pads are plastic. The paint is a bit like sloppily done, you know, on the shoulder pads, and there's a bit of paint slop on the helmet as well, but as I say, this is a really cheap figure. Let's just look at the bit of the face that you're only going to be seeing, which is quite ironic because Stallone appeared for most of the film without the helmet, of course. Annoyed a lot of the Dredd purists and all that. Obviously Judge Dredd in the comics never reveals his face or anything, so yeah, that infuriated a few of the Dredd fanboys and all that. But yeah, nitpick about that is that the visor doesn't come down as far as I'd like. Should be covering the nose more. But I think I will do a modification with this figure. I'm going to take a bit off the head, and because you're not going to be seeing it anyway, so I'm just going to take a bit off the head, and hopefully that head will just sit further down in the helmet, so it go lower down on the nose and all that. Also, I think he could do with maybe a little bit of a paint app as well. You know, just straight out of the box. He has got like a visible stubble and all that, but I don't think it's enough. You know, I might like tan up the figure as well, make him a little bit more grimier and all that. The body seems quite well proportioned for like Stallone in the mid-90s. I've checked all of the joints. The joints feel fine, you know. It feels like a really good body actually, which is really impressive. I think the proportions, as I said, is about right. And I'll just compare him to another figure to see like height-wise and all that. I think Stallone is probably about 5'8", 5'9" or something, so he's not massive. But yeah, overall, you know, I'm really impressed with the figure, you know. As I say, for what you're paying, like £60, obviously you don't get a lot, and you know the box is really basic and all that, you know, thin bit of cardboard and everything. It's maybe even a box that you wouldn't necessarily want to keep or need to keep, because it's like so basic. But yeah, I mean, if you want a representation of that 1995 Dredd figure, I think, yeah, you can't go far wrong for about £60, £80 once shipping's, or £85 once shipping's added and all that. I got this from KG Hobby. Just shipped it out Friday and it's arrived today, so which is Wednesday, so that's a really good turnaround. So yeah, let me just add a base for my other Dredd figure. So yeah, it looks pretty neato on the base there. And yeah, as I say, I'm going to make modifications to the head sculpt. I'll actually make a cut here and show you the head sculpt, show you what I'm talking about. So, okay guys, so I've just taken the helmet off, and there's the Stallone sculpt minus the ears and the hair, obviously, and that's what I'm talking about, taking a bit off the head, because he's like a bit of an egghead as it is. Like there, so I might just shave a bit off there so the helmet sits lower down. So yeah, and like do a bit of a paint app on the visible bit of the sculpt. But yeah, so I mean, it'd be interesting. You know, it's not a bad likeness to Stallone. In all honesty, you can just definitely see the resemblance there. So yeah, I'll just like plonk the helmet back on and change up the pose a little bit, and yeah, show them with a couple of my other figures. Okay guys, so there's the two Dredd figures, just about equal height. Maybe Carl Urban Dredd is, from our art figures, is maybe a tad taller. But yeah, really nice figure, really easy poseable. Get it in all sorts of poses. This is the shoulder pads are obviously a bit restrictive, but that's just, you know, comes with the territory, obviously, of the figure. But yeah, as I say, I'm going to plan on doing modifications, obviously, to the head, so the visor sits lower down. I think that's a must, really, because if you see in most of the pictures, the visor is well covering the nose and all that, and obviously in here, the nose is quite visible. So there is a lot of play in that head though, to you know, shave it down a bit, and hopefully the head will sit lower down and obscure more of the nose. But yeah, there's both of their lawgivers, really nice. So yeah, overall, you know, for £60, whatever, you can't complain, and you know, he looks great on the shelf, my opinion. So just get another figure, Terminator figure or something, to show the height a bit more. Okay, so there's the Hot Toys Technor Terminator. As you can see, you know, it's a bigger figure obviously, but you'd expect that, obviously it being Arnie and all that. There's the Stallone. I am the law. And yeah, so sweet. As I say, £60, you can't go wrong. I got this from KG Hobby. I'm not sure whether he's still got any available. You should have. They've just come out in Hong Kong. So yeah, thanks for watching that, guys, and I'll see you later.